In this video, I'm going to show you how to test SAP Build for free using the BTP Trial. My name is Maximilian Gref. I'm the CEO of Futurisma and a SAP Fiori UX consultant, and we help our customers leveraging the opportunities of SAP Fiori in order to create user-friendly, modern, and efficient applications. SAP Build is a tool that was announced in the end of 2022, and basically it promises citizen developers, so people who have no development background, who are no UI5 or ABAP developers, to be able to build their own apps in a visual way. So basically, as they showcase it here on the landing page, you can create simple applications and logic using mostly drag and drop features, and this can really help, for example, by enabling users to create their own applications in a Fiori Launchpad, in the work zone especially, and it runs on the BTP, the business technology platform, and most companies probably can't use it at the moment since they are still in S4 transformations. But it's still, I think, very valuable to test this quite early to gain some experience. And I'm going to show you how you can test it for free. So the process itself on how to get it running is not that difficult, but I took hours to find out what buttons to click, what steps to take, since the official tutorials run into errors and I had to do it by myself. So I'm showing you the shortcut on how to test it. First of all, you need to go to store.sap.com and register an account there if you don't have this already. When you register the account, you have to also put in a credit card, but don't worry, the way we are going to set this up, it is not going to cost anything at all. And then after you have created your account, you go to the BTP landing page that you can see here, and then basically you go for the Pay-As-You-Go plan. Probably not for the other plan, which costs 10,000 euros per year, but you go for the Pay-As-You-Go plan, and this is basically the way how you can access the BTP trial completely for free. So you click on Add Card and go through the process. I can show you this since I already did it, but basically you just click through a few forms, and then after that you should be asked to create a global account for the BTP, and then you should have access to something like this. So basically we are here like in the homepage for the BTP trial, and when I click on this button, basically we can start with the whole process. I have a completely fresh account, so it should look the very same for you. And what we are going to do is we are going to click on boosters, and those boosters are basically a shortcut to set applications and environments up. And we go here to the Get Started with SAP Build apps and click on Start. When we click on Start, a dialog opens. Basically everything is pre-filled. We just click on Finish and magic happens. Basically now it's automatically going through different steps in order to do some configuration to set everything up. This now will take a couple minutes. In the meantime, we can maybe discuss a bit maybe the opportunities regarding such a tool like SAP Build. So basically where this comes from is that anywhere in the world we are really lacking developers, and this shortcut might really create a lot of problems in really maintaining all of the IT systems, and a product like SAP Build might really help reducing the amount of development that is needed in order to create new apps, and basically might open up a completely new world for SAP users to build their own apps. In the meanwhile, we see that quite a few steps are already done. We see that one step has already failed, but no worries. This is somehow normal. I did this already like 5 times and everything, the same thing happened. And I'm going to show you how you can solve this issue here. We're just waiting for the other step to fail, and now we can see that we have 2 steps that failed. Luckily, SAP provided some help. So when we click on the first failed step, we see run the booster again in order to solve it. And that is basically just what we do. So we restart the booster, and this time you can see that this step of creating destinations was done successfully. So problem 1 is already solved. But now this step here, subscribing to SaaS applications, will fail again. But no worries, I will show you how you can also solve that one. Now we just have to briefly wait for it to be finished. And there we have it. It failed again, but I'm going to show you now how to fix this issue. So basically, when you click on the arrow, it tells you to navigate to the subscriptions, and that is what we're going to do. So now we are navigating into the sub account that was automatically created. And we can see here in the page instances and subscriptions that the application SAP Build apps was not able to be subscribed. In order to solve that, we need to subscribe to the cloud identity services. So we're just choosing that from the list, and we're choosing the default plan. Again, everything we do here is completely free, so no worries. When we create this, it takes a couple seconds, and then we have that done. And it's created. Everything worked like a charm, so everything's fine. And now we navigate on the left to Trust Configuration. And in this view, we're going to click on the button Establish Trust. And if you did everything properly, you should now see one entry here in the table. You just selected, click through all of those steps. You don't have to change anything. And then we have established trust for a new account. And now you really should have a look at your email, because you probably received this email here. So that is the email I just received, as you can see, a couple of seconds ago, and it says an account has been created for you and you now need to activate it. I'm going to activate it by clicking on the link, and now it asks me to basically define a password. I'm just gonna let Chrome take care of this. Don't worry, because you can see the password. I will just delete the account afterwards, so nothing can happen. All right, so we did that, and now we are redirected to a Fiori Launchpad if everything worked, and we can just close it. Perfect. So now we did all the necessary steps for the booster to be able to finish successfully. So we go back to the global account view, click on boosters, and there we restart the booster for the SAP Build apps. And we can see that now it has a few less steps, and it's running through quite fast. And now the step that previously failed should now just be fine. We waited another few seconds, so it will take a bit of time. And you can see the step was successfully finished. Now the last few steps are also finishing up, and there we have it, success. Booster was executed successfully. So we are almost at the end. We now navigate to the sub account once more, and we can see under the tab subscriptions that the subscription was successful. So we go to instances and subscriptions, and we can see here, SAP Build apps was successfully subscribed. And now we might think, okay, we can just click on it and test it. So when we do that, it will ask us to log in. And here it is really important that you choose the option with the .trial accounts.ondemand.com, because the other option didn't work for me in no case at all. So just choose the one that is ending with this string here. Click on it, and now it will tell you that you have no access. So we need to take care of that by going back into our BTP cockpit and navigate to users. And there we can see that this one here still seems to be undefined. Maybe we just need to refresh in order for this to work. Or maybe it's fine as how it is. Nonetheless, we're just going to click that entry and assign 2 roles. We are going to assign the administrator and developer role. And with this, basically our user is now authorized to really run SAP Build. To just go sure, we're going to the SAP Build tab once more and log out. And when that is done successfully, we can close the tab. And let's just have another look at the users tab. Everything seems to be okay. And we go back to instances and subscriptions and open SAP Build apps once more. And basically this here is the view where you can open SAP Build apps at any time. Again, we click on the option with the on demand in the end and just enter our credentials that we have just created. So I'm going to do that now. And then we have SAP Build up and running. So when you see this, everything worked fine. We can now create a new project. You can see here, for me, it's in German, but obviously you can set it in your own language. And we can now create a new project. And you will now see the UI. So basically, we have a drag and drop UI. You can now drag in an image and put in a button and customize everything to your wishes. And now you're able to really test SAP Build, a brand new product for free. And I hope this tutorial helped you. If so, I would be very happy if you like the video, leave a comment. If you have any issues, just post them below this video. Really, it took me like a couple of hours to get this sorted out, and I would be very grateful if you like and recommend my video. And then thank you for watching and have a great time testing SAP Build.